Ladies and gentlemen, really quick video today because I couldn't post it last Friday. How to study color grading by yourself. Really easy. I'm just going to show you a good path and you start from there. Okay? All right, boys. Make sure to drop a like. Follow me on Instagram. You're already at 140,000, almost 140,000 followers on Instagram. And that's why we're here on YouTube. So something I always tell people is that make sure to write down some topics. So what are you talking about, Vini? Okay. The first thing you want to learn as concepts, inside the color page is primaries. Okay. The primaries color wheel, which is this palette right here. Okay, if you click right here, you're gonna go to this tab, this right here, and you will have this selector, this one, and this one. So in here, basically, you do your research and find out everything you can about the primaries and the difference between the primary color wheels and the log wheels. Okay, so primaries difference to log. Okay, that's the first thing. And the primary color wheels are really, really, really important, guys. Because if you learn that, if you master that, you're gonna be pretty much good to go. Okay? Second thing, we're still on the primary color wheels, okay? But I'm gonna ask you to do some extra research on specific topics. What topics? Contrast. Do your research. Find out what the hell is this? What the hell is actually contrast? How it works? All the methods, all the tools that you have to create contrast. Okay? Third one, saturation. Again, search everything you can about saturation. All the methods, all the difference. What's the difference between saturation and color boost? What are the methods to create saturation? You can create here. You can create here. But anyway, you get what I'm saying? Do every single research you can about that specific topic. So if you know primaries, if you know contrast, if you know saturation, I'm going to ask you to understand the curve tab, okay? Really easy, the curve tab, which is this one right here, okay? So you understand that in the curve tab, we have all these types of curves that you can use. Pretty much learn all of this and just remember that hue versus hue, hue versus sat, hue versus luma, luma versus sat. You understand that the first name is what you're selecting and the second name is what you're changing. So hue versus sat is you're selecting a specific color and you're changing the saturation of that specific color, okay? But do your research, okay? And you get to that. Guys, okay. 1 second. Like, subscribe. Help me, I help you. So the next thing I'm gonna ask you to learn is the color warper, okay? As soon as you learn the curves, go to the color warper, because when you get to this point right here, you understand that this has a lot in common with the curves. It's a 3-in-1 tool. And this is another method of learning how to tweak saturation, everything, as I told you, learn all the methods to saturation. This is one of those, So curve tab, and then after that, we have warper, okay? As soon as you learn primaries, contrast, saturation, curve tab, warper, okay, guys, I'm not gonna tell all the things you need to know. Of course, you need to you need to study everything, but I'm just gonna give you a quick guide on what to do your first research, to have a good knowledge of your tools, okay? So after that, you're gonna learn scopes. Understand everything about scopes. Learning scopes and studying about scopes, you see how can you, match a reference, how can I use the scopes in my favor, how to put the right settings in the scopes, okay? All about that. After that, you're gonna have pretty much a good amount of knowledge of the tools that you need to do your proper color corrections and your color grading. And after that, it doesn't get less important, guys, okay? So the next thing is going to be nodes. Straightforward. Learn all the nodes: serial node, layer node, parallel node, outside node. Learn everything that you can about nodes. It's not much, guys. It's easy. I promise. You might get a little bit confused with layer nodes, but it's really easy. You got it. You got this. So after that, you're gonna learn color management. And as soon as you learn color management and all the methods, understanding what color management actually is and why you should do it, you should be pretty much set up. What's left for you is learn a base node tree. Because with a good node tree, understanding the priorities, where your color space transform should be based, like geographically, start with the input and the output or just the CST, understanding the rules about the node tree. Why the noise reduction, the majority of the time is going to be the first node. Learn the basics and a good base node tree. Because knowing all the 8 topics, all it's left is understand how to apply that into the clips, into the footage. And you're going to be doing that with a good node tree. And that should be it, guys. I promise you. Of course, I'm missing a lot of things, after you're done with that, you should, of course, understand about camera raw, about HDR wheels, all the other things, noise reduction, the new saturation thing, qualifiers, masking, the effects here. There's a lot of cool effects that you can learn. But that's, advanced. Because if you're doing your own stuff, a video editor, you just want to learn a basic method of doing it right for color grading, this should be it, And something else, guys, really important. I'm not sure if it's ready by the time I'm recording this video, but I'm planning on doing a full dive into great projects like a Coca-Cola commercial, McDonald's commercial that I've done a lot of things, a lot of great stuff, a lot of awesome music videos with famous people as well, the big projects. I'm planning on doing a mini course, like mini courses, opening up the projects, going clip by clip. Guys might be interested. It might not be available by the time I'm recording this video, but check the description, check the comments. If it's released, it's going to be in there. If you know what you want, you just got to know your tools. You're going to be able to create everything. All right, boys, that was it. Quick video. Have a good week, everybody. Let's go.